Hi, Phil Constantine here with Travels with Phil. Today's video, what I'm going to be doing is looking at the amount of tracking files you get by just doing routine stuff online, primarily with Facebook. Now, the program you see here is called CCleaner. It's a free program, and it analyzes material that's on your computer and helps you get rid of the stuff that you don't want. And it's a really good program. I happen to like it, but I'm just using it to sort of gauge what's happening. So I'm going to get rid of everything right now and then run Cleaner, so that you can see what I normally have in there, which is roughly about 170 files that I do keep on Facebook. That's things like so I can track logins, things like that, and keep special video programs available to me. All right, and then a certain amount of bytes there, not much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Facebook and using Firefox to do it. All right, so I'm not going to do anything with it. Okay, I'll move it over a little bit. But other than that, that's all I'm going to do. Not going to click on anything. Not going to bring up any extra pictures, click on any files or anything like that. I'm going to leave this up here for a few more seconds, maybe about 10 seconds overall. All right. Now I'll close it out here, and I'll go ahead and run the CCleaner again. So you just click on Analyze, and then you click on Run Cleaner, and it'll show you what it took out. And you can see here, I normally keep about 170 files on there, so now it's got 407 files. So roughly 230 tracking files in just maybe 10 seconds were put in by Facebook while it was on just that one page, not clicking on anything, and about 6 megabytes of data. All right, clear that out of the way. And now I'll go over to Chrome, the Google's browser, bring that up, and because the home page there is Google. Let me click on Facebook, and I'll keep this one here for roughly the same amount of time. Boy, that's a weird picture. Those are some weird pants there. I hope all right, so I'll leave this up here for a few more seconds and then close that out. And what I'll do is I'll go back to CCleaner and again analyze it, click on the Analyze button, and then click on the Run Clean button so I can get rid of everything and then compare the difference between the two. All right, on this one, there's 300 some odd tracking files there, and then about 20 megabytes of data that was downloaded during that period of time. So there's roughly the same kind of circumstances here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up Facebook again in Mozilla or Firefox and just let it sit here and not do anything with it. I mean, I'm just going to bring it up. This is my page on Facebook, and you can just see one of the postings I made today. And I'm just going to let that sit there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit here for 5 minutes, and rather than you having to put up with all that, I'm going to hit pause. Okay, it's been roughly 5 minutes now, and all I did was I had in Mozilla Firefox, I had Facebook up here for about 5 minutes. And so that way we can see without clicking on anything, without bringing up any pictures or checking on anything, we'll see how much it downloaded there. So again, you go over, you click on the Analyze button, it looks through, and it wants to close out the browser, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then click on the Run Cleaner so we can see exactly what it is that it took out. And yours may obviously be different depending on what kind of things you want saved and what kind of things you want out, but look at that. 810 tracking files added in 5 minutes and doing absolutely nothing. So you subtract the 170, and that's about 640 tracking files that were added during 5 minutes of doing absolutely nothing on Facebook. And you can see there's 17.5 megabytes of material that was added that was deleted. And again, that's without clicking on anything whatsoever. All right, so let's bring the Mozilla back up, Firefox. All right, well, let's do an update here. Okay, give it a second for you to pop back up. All right, so this time what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start clicking on something, and I'm going to do this live. I'm not going to do this pausing. So just looking at different things. Right, here's something I posted. I do what I call a daily funny, just something, a joke or something for folks. This one is, it says, oh, look at this profile. Grew up in the Triassic period, enjoys a sedimentary lifestyle, and has an original set of teeth. And the joke is this is online carbon dating. So I do a daily joke, a daily funny thing. There's just too many mean and rude things out there on Facebook, so I try to make people laugh. All right, I'm going to click on a few things here. This is a picture I posted where I met an old friend of mine, a coworker. I hadn't seen her in 15 years. We just bumped into each other in a RV park in Louisiana. It's a small world. All right, click on something else here. This is a posting I made today. where I compared what Hetch Hetchy Valley looks like in 1911 and when I took some photos there in 1999. This is the other big valley in Yosemite National Park, by the way. But you know, you can see a waterfall there. That's a little over 1,000 feet high, so that gives you an idea how big this valley is. Okay, and so let's get rid of that and look at a few more things. So basically, what I'm trying to do is just click on a few routine kinds of things. You know, I'm not trying to save things, not trying to do anything major, not trying to upload anything. It's just looking at a few things. All right, that's Space Hipsters page for geeks like me that really like the space program. This is a CHP retired group here that, you know, some postings are there. I'll go up here and click again on the latest updates. And this is somebody who commented on somebody else's page here about, do you remember the Warner Brothers cartoon people? All right, so that's all I did. All right, so let's go back and analyze this again. Click on Run Cleaner, and let's see how much stuff downloaded during that, you know, minute or so. 1,158. That's almost 1,000 tracking files of one form or another were put into my computer while going through Facebook while using Mozilla or Firefox. That's 1,000 tracking files of one form or another, and almost 20 megabytes of data was also added to the file. So that gives you some idea of how much information is coming through. Now I'm going to clean it all out and see we're back there again to the roughly 170. Well, let it bring it back up here. So roughly 170 tracking files, which is the ones I want to keep. And so that gives you an idea that if you're using Facebook, even if you're not trying to download things, or even if you're not adding stuff, or, you know, watching videos or whatever, or clicking on the ads or whatever, it's putting a lot of material on your computer, and you want to check that out from time to time. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate it if you can click the button on the right and subscribe to my channel.